What the jack is up, everybody? Jano here, back at it again with another video. It is episode 2 of the 2026 progression series. Let's dive into the games we made this week. So, review page. I think I've completely updated this. I haven't updated the combat power. Main thing to note is that the hard is now 260. So Arcane River dailies at Monster Park has been moved over to the Kanna, which is also seeing some levels thanks to mag pots that were expiring. As for our income of the week, we started off with 24 bill with on the Ren. Got up to about just shy of 30 bill before DMT. Spent a bill on the shoes, and then we're got up to about 32.8. We would have gone up more, as I think I spent about 8 bill on mainly upgrading Sacred Force symbols, and it got a C10 drop, which we'll see what that was in a little bit. As for heroic, um, we went up a net gain of 7.1 bill out of the 29 to 30 bill income we get for the week. We spent about 23 bill. The two biggest expenditures, whereas I tried to get a 20% drop rate in her ability on the blaster, and I didn't. I found 15% first. That was very upsetting. And then I tried to get 200 drop on the Adele. And I had to settle up to 20 bill. I had to settle for 180 drop 100 peso. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's get into each character and see what gains we actually made. So the Ren, we were 117 last week, 430 sack, level 17 Janus. Let's see what gains we made. So biggest ones, we upgraded all the symbols I think once, jumped up to 490 sack. We're at 138 mil CP, and I'm gonna move my mouse this time. This isn't the first time I've started to record this. We are now at 20 Janus. Massive milestone. We now have 3 bowls. And my rates haven't really improved. Well, to be fair, I'm in a map that only really needs 3 balls instead of the instead of 2. Well, instead of 4. Like 4 doesn't really do much, but have not optimized my rotation yet. Anyway, now for the main event. AET dropped, and I got a raw 6 from Ride or Die. I also got a small flame increase on the Genesis weapon. Anyway, so yeah, ET dropped, which was fantastic. I decided to splurge and got it at 18 star off event. It cost about 4 or 5 bill, which wasn't too bad. 2-lined it, and we got a pretty nice upgrade because I am now 2 set pitched. Very cool. We have the book, and we have the ET. The shoes are now still 0 start. They're now at 20% light. I probably won't be start forcing this until the next event because arcanes are expensive, even though I think it's the same price as the ET, and I got the ET to 18 star. So if I do want some easy gains, I could just get the shoes to 18 star as well. And yeah, these were the major gains on the Ren. Also, new format for the screenshot. I will include the EXP. You can. Oh, I can't fucking see that. Uh, there we go. 58%. Fucking hell. All right. 58%. Good enough. All right, let's move on to the Adele. So the Adele last left, I think it was higher. I got a 220 mil in the overview, but here it's 212. Maybe this is what that. No, this was with familiars. All right. So first up, we got a cheeky 2 levels ups. 2 level ups. It was about 100%. 110? 110% from Twitwina. I think a cheeky Monster Park. Oh no, it was the Golden Punch King thing, which gave us enough EXP to ding to 280. It was quite nice. Started doing a Tyria on this, so we're at 320 sack, which will see a decent spike right now at 320, at 370. It's now level 5, which is quite nice. And we went up a little bit of the combat power, which is quite good. Most of it has remained relatively the same. I did unlock some hexastat as we're fucking 328. I still don't know what's optimal. I think you want two really high ones and one really low one. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, and I'm just honestly, I don't really care how optimal it is or unoptimal it is. I am just throwing any excess frags into it as it will give me the next best positive boost of damage. The highlight of the week for the Adele was successful expedition and getting a chaos pitched accessory box. Far more Prog actually getting the box because it did give me a source. I already have one, and look, I'm not complaining of having two sources of suffering, but out of all of them, they are the easiest to get to 22 star because you can fodder into them. I did, however, get a decent flame for this thing, which I will probably just settle on for the non too distant future. It'll be for a long time. But as for star forcing in my plans, I have to get a slime ring up to 22 star. So I will probably fodder a bunch of. I'll probably make a 24 star maester ring, put into a superior ring, and put that superior ring into a reinforced. I do have a lot of coins. I'll be doing Galax every day just to get the spares. But as for the pendant, I've only gotten 3 drops. I'm getting more daybreaks than dominated pendants. Ark's been very stingy for my Adele. We'll see now that I have 180 drop if it will be a bit more generous in me getting me spares. I also have a arcane spare for each arcane. Should probably get more, but everything's already 20 star. I am not sure if I want to go for the full 22. Probably should, since how plentiful they are now. But I may set up a 21 as I move arcane gears on. Honestly, we'll see what happens. I will tap and see what happens. Yeah, plenty of rings to go through. I have like a million Maester like primal essences, and I did just hit Maester on all of these. Maester and smoothing, so I can craft them. But as for this, I think this was another highlight, but these are the inspector boxes from Ride or Die, and that's a Mag Soul, that's a Dark Knight Soul, that's another Dark Knight Soul, that's a Mag Soul. 4 in a row. 4 in a row. And the first Dark Knight Soul gave me 3% attack. So this was, I went into this, and then I spent 20 bill getting no double prime. So I should have quit while I was ahead. But yes, here we go. We have a 21 star Berserk for drop gear, which is great. You need some damage gear, but the nether drops are all done. This is why I also need a new slime ring because I was just cubing that, and then it just fucking went. Nether drops. I was like, cool. I'll just make another one. I don't think I've converted this one as well, but I also need to get. I can't have 2 pendants for drop. I need to get 2. I need to get like this ring, and then I'll probably will switch my current eye, current eye patch to a drop line, maybe a single drop line, and then just get a pendant and the ring to double drop, and then that'll be it for the Adele. It should be good to go. All right, so I think that's all the gains for the Adele. Let's move on to the Blaster. Blaster hasn't really seen many gains. It only had one highlight of the week. It got a Cont 4, and I'm not sure if I showed off everything down here. More or less. Okay, cool. I didn't show off the spares. And I'm not sure if I showed off the... fuck. Did it again. I am not re-recording. Alright, so quick overview of the spares. There we go. There we go. Nice and pretty. Move on to the Blaster. I can't celebrate its win. Massive win. Got a Cont for... I think this was from... I think I did V Healer. Got a Cont 1 from her, which was like, okay, thanks for that. And then I did Gloom, and then Gloom gives me a Cont 4, which was fantastic. The Blasters has gained some love. I just hate how long it takes to boss on this guy. I'm keen for some massive upgrades for him, because it just takes so long. Maybe that's partly my fault because of just how poor I am at piloting in this class. But did gain some levels, 263, 32%. This was from, I think, I fed it the big boy magpot, the 269 to 271. And it's got an influx of EXP. And I haven't taken a picture of its sack gains, but I don't want to level it up just as yet. That's save it for another time. All right, the Hayato last week got 258. I've inflated this combat power. It wasn't actually this high. But we're at 1140 Arcane Force. Everything was level 17. And then we go down here. Look at that. Lost 5 mil CP. I did something that I gained Arcane Force, lost 5 mil CP. Look, I'm pretty sure when I took that screenshot, I had a little passive ticked on or something. This is before the rework. We are sitting at 260. Can't fucking see that, but that is 67%. And then Arcane Force, we're at, there we go, 1140 Arcane Force. And now we're at 1200. So only one level for the week, but I think 2 more weeks and we'll be done on Arcane Force, which is kind of nice. Also, I didn't include this on the blaster, but the Hayato is, I have just purchased the Genesis badge. Genesis badge? Yeah, you can't buy that. I just bought the Genesis pass on the Hayato and looking to prog with the remaster because it should be much easier to lab out as a Hayato. Did I include it here? I did hard Damien and Lotus, but I haven't fucked with anything else because, well, I can see the potential of current Hayato. It is wholly extremely yeah, the windows you have on this class is extremely tight, a little too tight for me and my liking and my personal taste. I am, however, looking to, I have some cheeky little goals here for the remaster. First one is Liberate. I think I spelled Liberate wrong, but it is what it is. At the very least, get 180 drop, 100 meso, get to about 275 to 80, and then of course transition to 18 star arcanes. Everyone has a boot, and it will slowly get more force at arcane, and we can see some impressive gains for the Hayato. I'll talk more about my future plans on how I want to get this into 275. Let's move on to the Kanna. Kanna just saw some gains on Arcane Force, so we were at 1020 last week and 252. And then this week jumped up to 1140. There we go. All of them got upgraded. So I made 2 of these. Yeah, kind of not much else has been much for the Kanna. Gone Warrior, again, this is just all Arcane Force gains, so it was at 260, and now we're at 900. We're also sitting pretty at nearly 1,000 Golix coins. Now, I did buy the superior, well, I got superior earrings and belt for the Dawn Warrior. So we'll be going the extra mile, having to wait till hitting 1,500 coins so I can get the superior pendant and the superior ring. It's looking for gains soon to come. The Shade, we were 770 Arcane Force. Not much has been added to this class. I think the boot is now legendary. Most boots are now legendary across the board. I take a picture of, oh yeah, we're at 1,000 Arcane Force now, and we're nearly at 700 Golix coins. I think it's 900 for reinforce. I'm just gonna get it reinforced on this. I think you got a reinforced earring today, and then we'll slowly go to 4 set reinforced. So that'll be nice gains. And then finally, the Lynn. Last week, I was 219 last week, and sitting at what, 150 Arcane Force? And now this week, look at this. I gotta say, this gear, okay, now it's 3.1 mil CP and 690 Arcane Force. This thing, I just want to showcase this dog shit gear, and it's clearing Lumion in like 25 minutes. Could not believe how juiced this character is. Like, I know they're high up there on the damage charts, but I didn't realize I could just send this character. Like, I have a Arc who is like 4 mil CP, and maybe it is because I don't know how to play Arc, but if I could do shit on that character. But on Lynn, golly gee. Anyway, I've been enjoying Lynn. It is rather simple, rather brain dead, and it's a good source for any excess stuff I have on from the Ren. So any cubes and any scrolls, whatever I have, just goes onto the Ren. Goes onto the Lynn. And I zoom in on the V matrix. V matrix is like nearly basically maxed. I can add blink because I have new slots. Actually add. Yeah, and look, we can do Golix. Golix is about 2 minutes, which is pretty damn good. So we'll only see that gets better and better as time goes on. All right, the only other thing I have in this big list of characters, bossing mules, nothing happened to them. I'm leaving them as is. I think some of them got some tiny boosts because of the boot, but I'm just gonna leave them as is. Only other word you mentioned is the Mojwan dinged. Not 223, but this is an old screenshot. All right. As for what is left, as mentioned in the Hayato one, I do want to get a 275, but just let 270 or 280 because this is going to be a Legion champion. Ideally 280 because we'll get bonus damage on Black Mage. Then we'll get bonus damage on Kalos. And it also needs the sack force for both like Terran and Kalos. So thinking long term, getting to 275 to 280 is ideal. And if I'm also getting the Kanna to be a Legion champion, same thing needs to apply. Get it to that 275 to 280 range. One of the things that makes you want to do Kanna as a champion mule, as a Legion champion, is because it already has 200% drop rate, 100% meso. That's a decent incentive to actually take it, and it's also getting a remaster that looks quite good. It's like has like some insane burst damage. So the idea is that it's already strong. Let's just boost it up. And the biggest thing that is propagating this, let me see if I can find it. As we open up some patch notes. So there is some dark tech, it's really dark, some dank tech within the patch notes. So we go down to the support here. So this cheeky little box right here gives a vac pet. And while the box is untradeable, the pet can be transferred. So if I do a cheeky little look into the game, where is it? My strat is day 8, we get a Mega Burninator. And that might just burn a new Hayato or new Kanna. Then I will get the back pet, transfer it to the Hayato. Also get the transparent kit as well. Just why not? And I can transfer it to the cash shop and have a vac pet for 30 days. Because the only thing that it's holding me back to actually farm on any of my Crows characters is because there's no vac pet. You can't grind without a vac pet. And like I also don't have a Pen of the Spirit, but we could fix that up somehow. I'm sure of it. But yeah, the idea is that transfer over a vac pet to the Hayato or the Kanna and start giving them some love. I am not sure like how crazy I want to go with them. I think 280 is a bit of a stretch in the 30 days. I think 270 is extremely acceptable and likely, especially for the Hayato, as I will be going to, where is it? It's the, which event is it? It is the Mulduo. This event. This one. Mulduo. So I believe you can designate a challenger world. Oh, I am not sure. All right, the very least. I may do. Okay, this is interesting. I'll need to confirm if I can do the Hayato and the Ren. The idea is that the Ren's the manager, the Hayato gets all the free shit. See if that's possible. If not, I may have to do some thinking, but it'll get juiced up. Like I think you can get like 1,450 advanced coupons a week. I think we'll see how it goes as we AFK and get some bonus points on both of them. Anyway, that's like the what I'm thinking for this patch. Use this time to level them up to at least like end goal for both of them is 280. But we'll see how we go. All right, that's probably going to wrap it up for this week for the progression series. Hope you all enjoyed your time here and have a chucking good day. Catch you next time.